Hello gamers, BJN1990, well I should say hello gamers and YouTube fans, BJN1990 here, BJN1990 here, and today I'm coming at you with another What Drives Me Up the Wall Gamers edition. You know what drives me up the wall? Different video game ESRB ratings, but they're from the same series. Perfect example, I got one here. Midway Arcade Treasures 1 is ESRB rated Team for Teen for blood and gore and violence. Midway Arcade Treasures 2 is rated M for mature for blood and gore, intense violence, and drug reference. And for the third one, Midway Arcade Treasures 3, they go back to the E rating with cartoon violence. Other perfect examples, the Lego games. The only Lego game that ever got an E rating home console-wise was the first Lego Star Wars video game. Awesome game, by the way. And, what's another good example? Now, this is not the same series, but I had to point this out. 2006, the video game Avatar: The Last Airbender was rated E10 for everyone 10 and up for cartoon violence. And the Disney video game Kim Possible What's the Switch came out the last year. It also had cartoon violence, but they still gave it an E rating. I mean, that doesn't make any sense. And you know what? I mean, now, this is my opinion. I kind of sometimes think the ESRB may go a little overboard, like Ratchet and Clank. I mean, there's no blood, no gore, no swearing, and yet they still give it a T rating. That could have been a very, very, very high E rating, but that's my opinion. And what else? It just... Another good example, Jak and Daxter. The first one was rated E, but yet all the three main console titles released later on all had T ratings. And you know, Tomb Raider started out with a teen rating, but when they rebooted the series 2013, it got boofed up to the M rating, and yeah, I mean... What was another good example? I mean, you know, Resident Evil is usually an M-rated series, but there was only one game, Resident Evil Gaiden, released way back on the Game Boy Color, got a teen rating. And yeah, I mean, I was 18 when I started playing Resident Evil 4, and even that game gave me nightmares even at that age. So, yeah, that game's meant to be for adults. And, you know, I remember reading when the Family Guy video game came out, a lot of people thought it would get a teen rating because the show is rated TV 14, which means you could be 14 years old to watch it, but because of the humor, partial nudity, and I guess violent images, it got raised up to an M rating. And you know, South Park, the games that were released for like during the Nintendo 64 and stuff, I mean, it was only rated M, like the first one was rated for strong language comic mischief. If they got rid of the language, it could have probably gotten away with an E rating, but that's my opinion. But anyway, that is what drives me up the wall. Same video game series, different ESRB ratings. Thank you, happy gaming, and be safe out there. Good night.